Morning students, how are you all? Hope all of you are fit and fine at home. So now let's start with our social science class. So now today's topic we will discuss about the physical features of India. As students, you know that India has different physical features. In India, we have mountains, we have plain, we have plateaus, we have ghats, and we have deserts also. So we will talk one by one about that, and we will also talk about the mountains, plains which are there in India. We will talk some of the mountains, some of the hills, valleys which are there in the our country, India. So let's start with our today's class. First, introduction. Geography of India consists of plains, deserts, coastal region, islands and mountains. What are mountains? Now, first question will be arising in our mind that what are mountains? Let's study. Mountains are prominent landforms that have significant heights above sea level and the surrounding land. So mountains are prominent landforms that have significant heights above sea level. They are steeper than hills. A mountain or mountain range usually has a peak which is a pointed top. So you can see in the picture, this is a picture of a mountain which has a pointed top. Now the mountains of India. India is a home of some tallest angelic mountain ranges in the world with most of attractive sceneries and ecosystem. A term that beautifies describe the mountains as jewels of India. So we call our mountains of India as jewels of India. These snow-covered mountains attract many tourists from across the world for various exploration and projects. So mountains also attract the tourists from other countries. So the first mountain which is there in India is Kanchenjunga, which is in Sikkim state. Kanchenjunga means five treasures of the snow, and it is the third highest peak in the world and first in India with an elevation mean height, with an elevation of 8.586 meters. The beauty is so stunning that it will last long in your mind. The second mountain is Nanda Devi, which is in Uttarakhand state. Nanda Devi is the second highest mountain peak in India with an elevation of 7,824 meters. This is the highest peak in the country as the Kanchenjunga lies on the border of India and Nepal. Nanda Devi literally means blessed goddess. It regarded as a pearl of Himalayas because of its beauty. The graceful of symmetries of its twin peaks, the main and the east, thrusting them up to the sky, is a visual treat, a rare example of perfect twin peaks. So it is very beautiful mountain. Third, Satora Kangri. It is in Jammu Kashmir state. Saltora Kangri is known as Saltoro Range, which is a part of Karakoram Mountains. This peak is little visited because of threat from military operations. Kamet is in Uttarakhand state. Mount Kamet means lower snow. Attracted the first mountaineer in Tibet. It is the highest peak in Garhwal Himalayas and lies in the Chamboli district. It is 29th highest peak in the world. Now if we talk about another mountain which is there in India, it is Saramati, which is in Nagaland state. Saramati is the highest in Nagaland with an elevation of 3,841 meters. It is covered with snow throughout winters. It also has good biodiversity in flora and fauna. Flora means the flowers, the vegetation, the crops, and fauna means fauna is a life and various kind of orchids. Orchid where the fruits are grown. The Anamudi in Kerala. So Anamudi is in Kerala state This mountain is a pride of Kerala and it has an elevation of 2695 meters. Outside the Himalayan mountain ranges, it is the highest mountain in India. It is the home of largest surviving populations of Asian elephants, goats and the Nilgiris, the hares. Now we will talk about another physical feature of India, that are hills. We also have hills in India. Now what are hills? A hill is a landform that extends above the surrounding terrain. A natural raised area of land, not as high or craggy as a mountain. So it is not as high as mountain, but it is also an above raised landform from land. Now, hills of India, the major mountain ranges of India, again divided into discontinuous sub-ranges and hills. These hills of Indian mountain ranges offer very diverse system and unique biodiversity. The hills of India are home to famous hill station, landscapes, natural beauty and wide range of flora and fauna. Now, the first hill which is there in India is Shivalik Hills. Shivalik Hills, the youngest mountain chain of Greater Himalayas. The Shivalik Hills are extended from Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand to Arunachal Pradesh. Shivalik Hills are sub-mountain range of Himalayas with many other sub-ranges extend through Nepal, Bhutan to Sikkim. Now we will talk about another hills which is there in our country India, that is Cardamom Hill. Cardamom Hill is situated at southeast Kerala and part of Great Western Ghats. Cardamom Hills is one of the selected World Heritage Site and known for its cardamom, spice, pepper and coffee. Palani Hills. Palani Hills are extensions of Western Ghats ranges in Tamil Nadu state. Palani Hills is one of the major tourist destinations in South India. Nilgiri Hills. Nilgiri Hills are major sub-ranges of large Western Ghats with more than 20 mountain peaks. Nilgiri Hills, also called Blue Mountains, are located at the junction of three major South Indian states, that are Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So Nilgiri Hills are located on the junction of three major South Indian states, that are Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Now we will talk about another hill which is there in India, that is Tiger Hill. It is also very beautiful place, hill station. Tiger Hills, traditionally known as Ganjla, also called Point 5062, is a mountain in the Dras Kargil area of Ladakh, India. It is one of the highest peak in the area and was the subject of a battle during the year 1999 in Kargil War. Now we will talk about Nandi Hills. Nandi Hills or Nadidurg is a hill fortress in the South Indian states of Karnataka. Now we will talk about valleys in India. But before that we will talk what do you mean by valley. So students, do you know what valley mean? What is valley? Yes, let's study. Valley is a stretch of lowland between two mountains or hill ranges. So the valley is a land. It is a lowland between two mountains or hill ranges. You can see there are two mountains and between this lowland area is known as valley. Valleys in India is a land of great scenic beauty, lush green forests, beautiful valleys, undulating hills, sparkling mountain streams, magnificent lakes and major rivers. The great mountain ranges and rivers of India create few of most beautiful valleys in the world. These valleys also offer astronomical waterfalls, stunning flowers and national parks to provide home for variety of flora and fauna. Now we will talk about the valleys in India, which valleys are there in our country India. The first valley we will talk about, that is Kashmir Valley in Jammu and Kashmir state. So the stunning valley of Kashmir is known for its great mountains covered with lush green forest ranges, snow-covered hills, rivers and pastures. The 135 kilometer long and 32 kilometer wide valley is also known as Paradise on Earth. So Kashmir Valley is also known as Paradise on Earth. Kangra Valley is in Himachal Pradesh. The Himachal is all about Himalayas and has many beautiful valleys like Spiti Valley, Sangla Valley and Chamba Valley. The beautiful Kangra Valley is filled with numerous perennial streams. So perennial streams are where the water is every throughout the year. These rivers have the water throughout the year. Tea gardens and pine trees. So now we will talk about another valley of India, that is Valley of Flowers, which is in Uttarakhand state. The Valley of Flowers is a beautiful land situated in the high Himalayas of Chamoli district of Uttarakhand. When the sun shines hot in the sky, thousands of different beautiful flowers bloom in the land of outstanding natural beauty. Now we will talk about Dibang Valley, which is in Arunachal Pradesh state. Dibang Valley, named after the Dibang River, originated in the mountains and flows through the length of the valley. The valley is divided into Upper Valley and Lower Valley. The Upper Valley does not have much attraction, but Lower Valley of unique attraction for everyone. Tourists, nature lovers and wildlife photographers come and visit in the lower valley of Dibang Valley. Now the Neora Valley, which is in West Bengal, and Neora Valley is located in the Kalimpong Hills, still unknown terrain of Darjeeling district in West Bengal. The journey begins through the widespread lush green tea gardens, rolling hill slopes to the dense forest of Neora Valley. Now, another valley which is there in our country India, that is Araku Valley. Araku Valley is in Andhra Pradesh. Now, the valley of South India is located near the Vishakhapatnam district. The hill station got an amazing nature beauty with rich landscape coated with lush green forest and famous coffee plantation. Now, Ketti Valley, it is in Tamil Nadu state. Ketti Valley is the second largest valley in the world and is located in the main Kannur to Ooty road in Tamil Nadu state. The valley viewpoint is Ooty, is a famous tourist center which has a spectacular view of the big and beautiful Ketti Valley and the Blue Mountains. Now we will talk about the other valley which is there in India, that is Silent Valley, which is there in Kerala. So we are talking about some of the valleys which are there in the our country, India. There are more than these valleys also, but I have picked some of the valleys in our slides. The gods that we are talking now about Silent Valleys of Kerala. The God's own country hosts one of the most beautiful valley known as Silent Valley National Park. Silent Valley area is located in the Nilgiri Hills of the southwestern Ghat and known as evergreen natural rainforest in India. Some more valleys of India are there. Apart from the above list valleys, there are so many unexplored valleys which are existing in the depth of mountains and rivers. Now we will talk about the another feature of our country India, that are plains. We have plain areas also. So before that we will study what are plains. A plain is a broad area of relatively flat land. Plains are one of the major landform or types of land on earth. They cover more than one-third of the world's land area. Plains exist on every continent and grasslands. Now, plain in India, there are two types of plains in India. One is northern plain and second is coastal plains. Northern plain stretches from Punjab in west to Assam in east and has extended over 2,500 kilometers in length. If we talk about coastal plains are subdivided into western and eastern coastal plains, west coastal plains and east coastal plains. First, we will talk about northern plains of India. So you can see in the map, these all are the northern plains of India. Northern plains are the youngest physiographic feature in India. They lie to the south of the Shivalik, separated by the Himalayan frontal fault. The southern boundary is a wavy irregular line along the northern edge of peninsular India. On the eastern side, the plains are bordered by Purvanchal Hills. The northern plains have been formed by the interplay of the three major river systems, namely Indus River, Ganga River, and Brahmaputra River, along with their tributaries. This plain spread over an area of 7 lakh square kilometer with a rich soil cover combined with adequate water supply and favorable climate. It is agriculturally a very productive part of India. So northern plains are very suitable for agriculture because it is having a soil, very fertile soil with their, and what is the importance of northern plains? With their fertile alluvial soil, flat surface, slow moving perennial rivers and favorable climate, the great plains of North India are of great economic and social significance. The fertile soil and assurance water resources have made these plains a rich agricultural land. Many multi-purpose dams are constructed. Most of the favorable human settlement are there. Humans live here in northern plains, and the rivers in the plain are navigable, allow easy transportation and thus promote trade and commerce in the country. The Punjab, we have different plains in the northern plains only. We have Punjab plains. We will talk about Punjab plain, Punjab land. The Punjab plain is a fertile alluvial low land situated to the west of Yamuna river and north of the Rajasthan desert. The region is formed of sediments brought by the Himalayan river. The plain is bounded by Shivalik range in the north, the Rajasthan desert in the south, and Pakistan in the west, and Delhi ridge in the east. Now we will talk about Delta region. This is also a part of northern plains of India. The Ganga Brahmaputra Delta is the world's largest delta. This delta is also known as Sundarbans. It extends in the West Bengal and Bangladesh. It is one of the most fertile region in the world and is called the Green Delta. So this Ganga Brahmaputra Delta is also called as Green Delta. The delta stretches from the Hooghly River to the Meghna River. It is approximately 350 kilometers wide at the Bay of Bengal. Kolkata, Haldia are the principal ports on the river bank in Delta of India. Now we will talk about Rajasthan plains. The Rajasthan plain extend over the northwest India and eastern Pakistan. Cultivation is done in small patches in this area with the water provided by small streams which originates from the Aravallis during the rainy season. These fertile tracts are known as Rohi. The only significant river in this area is Loni. Now we will talk about Ganga Plains. Ganga Plains extends from Yamuna River in the west to the western borders of Bangladesh. It covers the distance of 1,400 kilometers and the regions are Ganga Yamuna Doab and Awadh Plains and Mithalai Plains. Both Bhabar and Terai belts are well formed in Uttar Pradesh plain. Now we will talk about Brahmaputra plain. These are also a part of northern plains of India. Extend in Assam from about 640 kilometers. There are a number of riverine islands. Majuli, the largest river island in the world. Now we will talk about another feature of India, that is coastal plains. So we are talking about the northern, we have already talked about the northern plains. Now we will talk about the coastal plains. A coastal plain is a flat, low-lying piece of land next to the ocean. Coastal plains are separated from the rest of the interior by nearby landforms such as mountains. So what it is, coastal plains are flat areas, low-lying pieces of land next to the ocean. So the area, the land which is near to the ocean, that plain area is known as coastal plains. Now the coastal plains of India. The coastal plains of India lies on either side of Peninsular Plateau along the western and eastern coast of India. They extend for about 6,150 kilometers from the run of Kutch in the west to West Bengal in the east. So in this map only you can see on the eastern side there is eastern coast of India, and towards the west there is western coast of India. And here only the land which is you can see the shaded portion land area, this is known as coastal plains. So eastern coastal plains and the western coastal plains. Now we will talk about the coastal plains of India. They are broadly divided into western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains. Now we will talk about eastern coastal plains. Eastern coastal plains of India is located in eastern India and Tamil Nadu to West Bengal, which includes Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Odisha. Western coastal plains of India is located in western India from Kerala to Gujarat and includes Karnataka and Maharashtra too. Now the importance of coastal plains of India. The Indian coastal plains are very fertile. Major food crops like rice, cash crops like coconut are grown in these areas. Some of these coastal plains are rich in mineral oils. Fishing is a major occupation in coastal plains. The large number of big and small ports are being developed in the coastal areas, and these ports play an important role in the growth of national and international trade. Now we will talk about the another feature of our country India, that is desert. We also have deserts in our country. Now, what is a desert? We should know before going to the physical feature, we should know that what do desert mean? A desert is a barren area of landscape where little precipitation means rainfall occur, and consequently living conditions are hostile for plants and animals. The lack of vegetation exposes the unprotected surface of the ground to the process of denudation. About one third of the land surface of the world is arid or semi-arid. Arid is a region where there is lack of vegetation, where vegetables, plants, trees, animals do not survive, or they survive in very less quantity. Where are deserts found? Deserts are often found towards the west of the continents. Some deserts are found on the western edge of continents. They are caused by cold ocean currents which run along the coast. They cool the air and make it harder for the air to hold moisture. Now the deserts in India, we will talk about the deserts which are there in India. Some of the deserts in India, we will talk about them. India serves as home to multiple deserts biomes, each of which exhibits in distinctive ecological communities. The Thar Desert, one of the India's largest, stretches from Rajasthan state in northwest India to Punjab and Sindh provinces in Pakistan. India has prominent arid regions in the northern western and western southern part of the subcontinent. We have three deserts in India: Trans-Himalayas, White Salt Desert of Kutch and Sandy Desert of Rajasthan. The cold mountain desert of Trans-Himalayas. This is a picture which is a cold mountain desert in India. The cold desert culture landscapes of India is situated in Himalayas and stretches from Ladakh in the north to Kinnaur in the south. Now we will talk about White Salt Desert of Kutch. White Salt Desert of Kutch is the dustiest and hottest region of India. Is the White Salt Desert of Kutch, also known as the White Run or Great Run of Kutch. This region extends around 2,898 square miles and lies in the state of Gujarat. As its name suggests, this desert is covered with layers of white salt, and average summer temperature here reaches 50 degrees Celsius. The Run of Kutch is famous for its white salty desert sand and is reputed to be the largest salt desert in the world. Now we will talk about another desert which is there in India, that is the sandy desert, the Thar Desert of India, of Rajasthan. The Thar Desert, also known as the Great Indian Desert, the name Thar comes from Thul, a term for this desert's characteristic sand ridges. Although its border the Indus River to the west, the Thar is a dry tropical subtropical area because the monsoons that carry rain to the rest of India bypasses this region. The region features extreme temperature that ranges from freezing in the winter to soaring heat over 122 degree Fahrenheit in the summer. So it is very hot in the summers. Now we will talk about some more deserts which are there in India, but they are not very famous, but these are the deserts which are there in India only. The Deccan thorn scrub forest. The Deccan Plateau, also known as Deccan thorn scrub forest, sprouts across the southern India states of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and also includes part of northern Sri Lanka. Spiti Valley is cold desert. This is also in India. The Spiti Valley cold desert in Himachal Pradesh state is a cold desert high in mountains that harbors rare wildlife including snow leopards. This desert gets its name Spiti from its location, middle ground between Tibet and India. The Spiti Valley area represents one of the least populated region in India. Now we will talk about another feature of India, that is plateaus of India. But before going to plateaus of India, we will study what do we mean by plateaus. A plateau is a large and flat area of the land that is higher than other areas. So the plateau just looks like a table form, like a land which is large and it is flat and it is higher to the plain land. So it just look like a table form. Now the Peninsular Plateau in India there are 7 plateaus on the Peninsular Plateau. The plateaus where in India the plateaus are. The plateaus area is divided. India is divided into 2 parts in the Peninsular Plateau: the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. The Central Highlands are towards the north and towards the center of the India, and the Deccan Plateaus are towards the south of the country India. In Central Highland, we will discuss about 2 plateaus, that is Malwa Plateau and Chota Nagpur Plateau. And in Deccan Plateau, we will discuss about Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Now, the Central Highlands, the part of Peninsular Plateau lies to the north of the Narmada River, covering with the measures area of Malwa Plateaus, is known as Central Highlands. The Vindhya Range is bounded by the Central Highlands on the south and Aravalli on the northwest. Now we will talk about Deccan Plateaus. They are in the India only. The Deccan Plateau is a large plateau in the western and southern India. Now we will talk about Central Highland Malwa Plateau. Malwa Plateau region in the north central India. The plateau comprises central Madhya Pradesh state and southern eastern Rajasthan state. Chota Nagpur Plateau, which is in Central Highland only. The Chota Nagpur Plateau is a plateau in central eastern India which covers much of the Jharkhand state as well as adjacent part of Odisha, West Bengal and Chhattisgarh state. Deccan Plateau, we will talk about Western Ghats. Western Ghats, also known as Sahyadri, are a mountain range that covers an area of 1,40,000 square kilometer in the stretch of 1,600 kilometers parallel to the western coast of Indian Peninsula. And the height which it has a height of 2,695 meters. These we are talking now about Eastern Ghats. You can see the picture. This is a picture of Eastern Ghats. The Eastern Ghats are a discontinuous range of mountain along India's eastern coast, and the states which it covers, Andhra Pradesh to Tamil Nadu in the south, passing some parts of Karnataka as well as Telangana. And the heights of Eastern Ghats are 1,690 meter. Now we will talk about the last feature of our country, that is islands of our country India. Before that, we will talk about the islands. Island, an area of land smaller than continent and entirely surrounded by water. Islands may occur in oceans, seas, lakes or river. A group of islands is called an archipelago. What it is called? Archipelago. Now the islands of India, the major islands group of India are Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep Islands in Arabian Sea. And Andaman Nicobar Islands is a chain of islands similar in origin, and it is in Bay of Bengal. Now we will talk about Andaman and Nicobar Island. Andaman and Nicobar Island, Union Territory, India consists of 2 groups of islands at the southern eastern edge of the Bay of Bengal, and the Port Blair is a capital of these Union Territory, Andaman and Nicobar. Andaman and Nicobar comprises of more than 300 islands. So Andaman and Nicobar has more than 300 islands. Now we will talk about Lakshadweep Islands. Lakshadweep is a tropical archipelago Union Territory of India. is a group of some 3 dozen, means 36 islands are there in Lakshadweep Islands. And the name Lakshadweep means 100,000 islands in the Malayalam language and also in Sanskrit. So these we have talked about all the features of India, our country India. We have talked about all the physical features of our country, and we have talked some of the mountains which are there in our country, some of the hills, valleys, plateaus of our country. We have talked about the plain areas, northern plain areas of about our country. So now students, what you have to do, you have to just watch this video again, and you have to just learn all these features, physical features of our country, and try to remember some of the names of the mountains, plateaus and hills, valleys of our country.